What's going on, everybody? Jason here, and today I've got this monster. It's the 2021 Ram 3500 Bighorn with the dually wheels. So like I've mentioned in many of my videos, the 1500s, 2500s, 3500s, it's the same trim levels, the Tradesman, Bighorn, which you're looking at, Laramie, Longhorn, or the biggest one and the baddest one, the Limited. And you can either choose from the 6'4" box, or if you want the dually, you have to get the 8-foot box, which you're looking at right now with this. And with the safety features that this truck has standard, and with the packages that it has, it comes with front and rear park assist, surround view camera system, which I'll show you inside, and the trailer reverse guidance. So starting off in the front, this truck does have the sports appearance package, which is going to give you the body color grille, so all along the edges here with the center black, and then the front and rear bumpers are body color, so whichever color you get, they will be body color. Also with the sports package, you will also get the sport decal, and it's right here, just says sport on both sides. And starting off at the bottom, you obviously see your two tow hooks, and like I mentioned, the front and rear park assist. You can see the sensors built into the front bumper, and I'll show you the rear bumper as well. And of course, you've got your halogen, just the regular ones, the fog lamps of course, and then the regular halogen lights. You can upgrade to the tech package, which is going to give you LED fog lights and LED reflector headlamps at the front. If you want all of that stuff, you can get it. However, if you don't, this is exactly what it will look like. And of course, in the grille, it's got a nice gloss black trim to it, along with this chrome bezeling all around, and the Ram logo in the chrome as well. Right underneath the Ram logo, you've got the front facing camera, which I'll show you inside. And if you want to spruce this truck up a little bit more, if you don't want the sports appearance package, you can get the night edition package. So all your badging, your wheels, everything pretty much will be blacked out. You can see you get the chrome wheels along with the chrome dually wheels, and then all of your badging is all chromed out. So you get the 3500 heavy duty badging in chrome, the Cummins Turbo Diesel in chrome, and of course the Ram logo in chrome as well. And of course, this truck does have the clearance lamps that come with it. You can get it without it as well, but I think this just looks way better. And also, you do obviously get the tow mirrors with the built-in turn signal, and then you get the two mirrors right here that obviously are adjustable. Underneath, you do have cameras on both sides, on the driver and passenger side, which I'll show you inside. And if you want to turn these, you know, the other way around, it's a little bit hard with one hand, but all you have to do is just lift all the way up, and that's what they look like, or you can just have them down. Also, because this is a dually, of course, you do get these side markers, one right there and one on the back here, just because of how wide they become when it becomes a dually. And again, you can see it's got the nice chrome accents with the wheel, and it just looks really nice. And as for the wheels, these are your 17-inch wheels. Again, I'm not a big fan of the chrome, but when it comes to this, it's the right amount of chrome, because you've got the body color front and rear bumpers. If those were chrome as well, then it becomes a little bit too much, because you've got the badging and all of that, but this is just right. And on the rear of this Bighorn 3500 dually, you can see you've got these nice looking lights with the obviously the sensor in the middle here. And as for the badging, you've got this chrome with the black insert for the Bighorn. You've got a fully chromed out Ram badging head logo, and then of course a chromed out 4x4 badge as well. Like I was showing you in the front, the rear also, if you look at the bottom, have sensors. So your front and rear park assist, that's what it is. You've also got a hitch back here, of course, and then you've got your wiring for towing if you do need to. I'm sure you would be if you are getting a 3500. Now, when it comes to towing with this bad boy, there's 3 different variations, and that all depends on what type of the engine options that you get. So the 3 that are available with this are the 6.7 liter Cummins high output 6-speed ASIN engine that you can choose from, or the 6.4 liter Hemi V8, which is an 8-speed, and then the 6.7 liter Cummins 6-speed. So those are the 3 that you can choose from. Now, if you go with the high output version, that's going to give you towing of a little over 37,000 pounds. Now that's pretty well. These trucks are meant for it, obviously, and your payload with that will be a little over 6,500 pounds. Now, if you go with the 6.4 liter Hemi V8, your towing is going to be a little over 18,000 pounds, and your payload is going to be a little over 7,600 pounds. So it all depends, you know, what you need to do with the truck. Now, if you go with just the 6.7 liter Cummins without the high output, version, you're going to be able to tow a little over 22,500 pounds with a payload capacity of about 6,800 pounds. So again, depending on what you're going to use this truck for, choose whatever you need to depending on the engine, and that's the towing that you'll get. Also, in your tailgate handle, like I've shown you on other trucks, you've got the built-in backup camera right there. Now if we head into the back of the bed, this is a dampening tailgate, which is very, very nice. Of course, there's no spray-in liner, but you can get it either from directly the factory or an aftermarket version. And this truck does have the max tow package, which is going to give you quite a bit if you're looking to tow some pretty hefty stuff. It's going to give you, of course, the rear auto leveling air suspension, so if you have a heavy load, the rear is going to auto level itself, which is very, very convenient, of course. And what you're looking at right now is the 30K direct mount fifth wheel hitch. And with the max tow package, your rear axle ratio bumps up to 4.10, and you're also going to get the fifth wheel / gooseneck towing preps. You have everything right and ready to go. And typically the ones that I've reviewed, the 3500s, 2500s, have had the LED lights, but this one does not in the bed, like you can see. But you can get them. It just depends how much upgrades you want to do to the truck, how expensive you want to get it, or you can just have it, you know, to just a minimum where you just need it for your stuff, towing, whatever it is. Also in the back, you've got more wiring plugs back here, and then of course your 115 volt cargo plug in the back. This particular truck does have the rear power sliding window, which is very, very convenient. And up top there is your backup camera, which you can either see from the top view, the handle that I showed you back there, but this view right here is going to show you from the bed. So if you are going to be using your hitch right here, you can see that, you know, you're going directly to where you need it to go, because these can get a little tricky if you're not used to it. So the backup camera, or the top camera here actually I should say, does help a lot. As for the key on this 3500 Bighorn, you can see it's a traditional Ram truck key. You've got your unlock, lock button, remote start, panic button, and you've got the Ram logo at the back. But if you do want to hear what this truck sounds like, all you're going to do is double tap on the key fob, give it a second, and this Cummins diesel comes to life and ready to go. So in terms of what powers this beast, like I mentioned, it's the 6.7 liter Cummins Turbo Diesel engine, the high output one. You can also get the Hemi or the one without the high output. The numbers and horsepower, torque, and all of that will vary, but this one has the highest torque numbers. So with this particular one, you're gonna get 420 horsepower. And wait for it, your torque is going to be 1,075. So you know this bad boy can tow anything. Now if we head into the rear of this 3500 Bighorn, again, this is very, very traditional interior compared to any Bighorn, whether it be 1500, 2500, or a 3500. Of course, you've got, you know, kind of like a hard leather up top, and then kind of a softer one right here, plastic down here, and then you've got this nice kind of like a marble design or a panel right here with a cloth insert, and you've got room right here, down here, and then of course your speaker system. As for the actual seats back here, they are fully cloth, front and rear, of course, but doesn't mean if it's cloth it's, you know, not going to be comfortable, or, you know, the quality isn't there as like leather. These are very, very comfortable, and they do have a nice little design in there. But regardless of that, these are very, very comfy seats. And of course, in the center here, you are going to get 2 cup holders, which of course you can have if you're not having a third person in the center. Behind the driver and passenger seat, you've got kind of like a map pocket on both sides. You can put small little things and whatnot. In the center here, you've got more of this kind of like a marble finish trim that goes all across here with the 2 cup holders. You've got venting back here, a little bit of room down here, USB ports, normal ones, type C, and of course you've got a 115 volt plug down there as well. And if these and the cup holders in here weren't enough, you've got more down here. So you don't run out of USB ports, number 1, and number 2, you don't run out of cup holder space. And in the floor on both sides, you do get these nice looking in-floor storage bins, which are a nice way to have things inside if you don't want to have them laying around, small little things. If you do want to end up washing these are able to come out, so you can do that and, you know, just have it nice and clean. Speaking of these back seats, if you do lift them all the way up, and on both sides they do go up, you've got this platform here. I'll show you in a second. Another thing that you can do with this, if you just open this little latch, pull it all the way up, you've got more storage down here. So you can see how much stuff you can put in here, and you can just tuck away whatever you need to, even in there or down here. Now, if you don't want to use the storage down here, or if it gets full, you can just pop this bad boy down, bring this platform out and all the way like this, and you have a flat bottom which carries over to the other side. So if you have pets and stuff like that, or if you don't want to put stuff in the back, or if you're already using the hitch, you can put stuff in here. Let's head on over to the driver's side on the 3500. Again, it's exactly the same as the rear. I'm just trying to get rid of this glare right here. It's so annoying, but it's the same layout and everything. You've got this nice marble piece here, cloth here, leather, some room here, and more room over here, your speaker system, and then you've got your window controls. These are power folding trailer mirrors, of course, so very, very convenient. And like I was showing you, that little piece right there for the mirror, this is how you adjust it with that button. As for the interior options that you can get on the Bighorn, of course, you can only get cloth. Unfortunately, if you want to get leather, you will have to bump up in the trim levels, but you can get cloth or premium cloth bench seating. And the colors that you can get, or the shades that you can get, is diesel gray, light frost beige, or light mountain brown. And then you can also get the premium cloth, which you're looking at right now, with the bucket seats, and you do get a center console. And just like the rear seats, obviously these are fully cloth like I mentioned, but these are also comfortable in the front. You can just take a look at these bolsters, how they just hold you into place, and that's obviously for the passenger side as well. So even though they are cloth seats, they're very, very comfortable, even for the driver and passenger. Also, only the driver's side is power adjustable. The passenger side is manual adjustable. Now, over at the bottom, nothing too fancy, just your foot pedals, your parking brake. Here is how you release it. And the plug that I showed you, the 115 volt plug in the bed, this is how you turn the power on and off. Here is your hood latch release. Right above all of that, you've got your lighting controls for the front. You've got your fog lights, and then your back lights here, and your dimmers right here for the front. This is a manual adjustable steering wheel. However, your foot pedals are power adjustable. Now, once we enter into the 3500, your full dashboard is covered in plastic. You've got your speakers here in the center and over in that corner down there. And you've got these nice handles in the front and of course in the rear as well. And as for your center gauge cluster, this is very similar to other trucks that I've shown you. You've got your tach-meter speed over there. And of course in the center here, you can go through a bunch of different options actually, which you can have right in front of you. So if I do press down on these buttons, you can see I can go through speed, vehicle information, off-road information, just a bunch of different information things about the truck, which is very convenient to have right in front of you. And the steering wheel on this is a leather wrap steering wheel, which goes all the way around, which is very nice. And you've got this nice chrome bezeling, like a I guess you can say a matte chrome bezeling that goes all the way around, aluminum, whatever you want to call it. You've got your Bluetooth settings here, your buttons here to control the center gauge cluster. On this side, you've got your cruise control settings, gear limit selection right there, and then a ram head logo right in the center. To the left of the steering wheel, you've got controls for your high beams, indicators, and your windshield wipers and all of that. And to the right, of course, you've got the push button start, you've got the off-roading system, the two-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low, and all of that, and you've got the heavy duty badging written there, and then 4x4 written there as well. And of course, you've got this nice lever as well. And if we take a look at the center handrest right here, you can just see how massive this is. It's fully leather wrapped. If we open up the first section here, you've got a decent amount of room, just like any other Ram like I've shown you, and you've got a USB port in here to put small little things, or if you want to charge them and whatnot. If we close this and open up the main section, of course, you're very familiar with this, a carpentry, if you want to use that, measuring table, whatever. And of course the massive storage, which this moves back and forth, and you've got storage on both sides. In the actual center console here, you've got more space, cup holders, and if we move this back, you guessed it, more space, even in the section down here. And you've got another 115 volt plug hidden down there, and a phone holder for 2 phones, one here, and more USB ports, normal ones, type C, and the aux cable. Right above that, you've got a bunch more buttons here. You've got your front and rear parking sensors, which you can turn off. You've got your tow haul mode, you've got your exhaust brake button here, your alternative trailer height. So if you are picking up a trailer that's lower or whatever it is, you can use this to adjust the rear of your truck so you can tow your load. And you've got a trailer brake controller built in right there. Right above all of that, you've got your heating and cooling controls right there, ready to go. On this one, you do have heated seats, both sides, the driver, passenger, and a heated steering wheel. And above all of that, not my favorite thing on this truck, you have a 8.4-inch touchscreen. I'm so used to having a 12-inch screen on any of the trucks because it just makes the truck look more luxurious and premium. This, I think, is, you shouldn't even get an 8.4-inch touchscreen in my opinion. Just get the upgrade, pay whatever it is extra to get it, because that massive screen just looks beautiful. However, if you don't want to spend the money to get the 12-inch screen, it is understandable, and you do want to get other things on the truck which will make more sense to you, you can definitely go ahead and do that. However, with the 8.4-inch touchscreen, it's very similar in terms of what you can do with the 12-inch and this one as well. So obviously you've got your radio setting here, AM, FM, and Sirius XM. You've got your media setting here if you have your phone or anything connected. Your climate is right here, so you can either change your heating and cooling from here or directly through here, and you can also access your heated seats and heated steering wheel directly from there. And also, if you go into the apps, you have a bunch of different options which we'll actually cover, because I want to cover the surround camera, cargo camera, backup camera, and all of that. We'll get back to that in a second. But if we go over to the controls here, again, it'll pop up the driver's side heated seats, heated steering wheel, and then the passenger side heated seats. Here you can also select again your backup camera, surround camera. You can dim your rear view mirror, check the cargo camera, and you can lower your bed. So let's go into the first one, which is your backup camera. This is located, like I mentioned, on the handle of the tailgate. So you have you can actually access different options through here. So you can either see it through here. This is your cargo camera up top, which I showed you. So if you do need to get a trailer hitched onto your fifth wheel or gooseneck, you can go ahead and do that, and you can see exactly where it needs to be. Like I mentioned, on the exterior mirrors, the cameras on the sides, this is the view that you see for the inside, and it's just different angles you can see of the truck. Now, if you go ahead and exit out of there, you can go into your surround camera. You can see a 360 view of your truck from the top view. Pretty crazy to see when it comes to a 3500, just seeing how massive the truck is. You can have different options here, so you can see the rear, you can see a different angle, another angle. This is your front facing camera, and then another angle of your front facing, and then you can go back into these options that I just shown you for other angles. Now, if you exit out of all of this, again, you can access your cargo camera from here, and you can lower your bed. I'm not gonna do it because it's gonna start doing its thing. And you can also go into settings, your phone settings here, and then again settings over here. Right above all of that, you've got a little bit of room to put a wallet, small phone, or just anything like that. You've got a 12-volt adapter and a nice Ram logo in the aluminum finish. Above all of that, you've got your rear view dimmable mirror. Up above, you've got access to put your sunshades or whatever else you want to put in there. You've got your dome lights for the interior, of course, and then your rear power sliding window is controlled from here. So that's that bad boy back there. If we head over to the passenger side, again, you can see these beautiful premium cloth seats. Pretty much nothing else going on. If you look at your glove department, just a decent amount of room to put whatever you need to. If that gets full, you can open up your secondary one, which does have a little bit more, I guess, room or more access if you want. Closing that, you've got this nice Bighorn logo right there. And here is the window sticker for the 2021 Ram 3500 Bighorn, the dually edition. Here you can see the truck options, the standard options, which this truck has a ton of. Right here, obviously, most of the options that it has, so the sports appearance package, max tow package, level B equipment group, and so on, and of course the dual wheels. Here is the total MSRP price on this truck. Of course, this is minus any dealer discounts or manufacturing discounts if they are being offered. By the way, this pricing is in Canadian dollars, so don't get confused, but this is the window sticker. And that's it for this 2021 Ram 3500 Bighorn dually. Let me know in the comments down below, do you love this truck or do you hate this truck?